Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Rain Day Gaming. I wanted to do a nerdier version of that intro. It sounded something like this. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Rain Day Gaming. But then I decided against it because who wants to listen to that? But anyways, guys, I'm excited to bring you another God Guide in our Smite Arena video game series. Today we're going to be playing Aphrodite and talking about this sexy goddess, the goddess of beauty, and is a very, very hard god to play according to Smite. She's got a ton of high sustain. They call her a mage, but she's really a support character in terms of kit. And I'm going to be going and showing you a build that I've used that I found to be extremely successful with her. And I'm going to give you a mentality I think that you need to use in order to own with Aphrodite. We've got a pretty cool team here. Look, I'm walking with Ares. Looks like we have a Scylla, let's see, a Willix, a Xbalanque, so we got some Mayan homies going on. And let's let her pick that up. Let's let Xbalanque take this. Actually, let's switch over to him. Let's help get this down pretty quickly. And let's move on into the fight. And then our other teammate is me. So that's our five, and we're excited to be playing. Today we're versing an Anubis, an Arachne, a Nox, a Hu Yi, and a Cabrakan. So it should be a really interesting match. I think a pretty nice match. We've got some healing on our side with me. As long as I stay aware, I think it'll be good for us here. So let's see what we can do. My ult is not ready. This could be bad for them. Woohoo! Alright, here we go. Wonderful. We're looking good here, guys. That was a great interchange here. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and put that down. And let's see what we can do here. Alright. So, guys, if you're interested in knowing her abilities while I walk you through them and go into this build, go ahead and take a look at this page right here. Just pause this and you can take a look at her abilities as I walk you through them, as I always will, and we'll try and get to it as efficiently as possible. Let's pick up Warlock Sash, excuse me. We're going to plan for some of the end game here, as I want to hit pretty hard with her. But one of the things I would say that, and I don't know if you do this, but it's possible, is to make sure you build Aphrodite like someone. There we go. Oof. Alright, let's use my ultimate there to get out of that. And looks like we did. We did some nice pressure though. And I think we're playing this game really nicely. One of the things I would anticipate people do is, seeing that she's a mage, is play her exactly like a mage and build her like a mage. Now, in my experience with Aphrodite, she is not a mage. I mean, she is, but her kit is not one that a typical mage is going to have, and is going to have her powers be utilized from. So, for instance, what I'm explaining is that you have somebody like a warrior or an assassin, right? You're building them because you need that high burst damage. Ooh, she's so dead. Man, so you need that high burst damage. So your items, your timing of what you're building is going to be based on that, right? Keeping up with the curve, making sure you're doing a ton of penetration, all those kinds of things. High crit, right? Mage, same exact thing. You're going to have your certain item builds. And for a support, more of a guardian character, you're going to have your different item builds. Now, she's labeled as a mage, but I believe that the best way to play her is to treat her as if she's a support. So really to work with her and her kit like you're building defensive on a couple items, and you are also being aware of, hey, what can I do to help my team? Picking up those items such as like a Divine Ruin if you needed it, that maybe a support or a guardian, somebody like that, would pick up on the other team maybe not a Guardian, but for instance, you can look at some other items that a Guardian might pick up to support the team effort. She's going to have to be aware of that. And I think you'll find that you have a better time playing her. And you'll be more successful, because Aphrodite, to be successful, she needs to stay alive, and she needs to link with her opponents. She needs to transfer them health with her number 3. She needs to be able to provide some more consistent DPS with that number 2 for those attacking characters, and she needs to be able to save people with her ultimate. That's really what she needs to do. If you're consistently having yourself saved with your number 4, your ultimate, your invulnerability, but you're not saving anyone else, then there's an issue. And you're not utilizing her to the way she needs to be utilized. I mean, imagine you can take 2 people and save them in a fight, or you can take 1. I mean, what do you think is going to be the most successful? Oh, he's in a bad situation. Now, one of the things I'll say is that you see the kiss. What I do is I link up, and what that gives me and my teammate is some additional speed, it gives me a stun, and it also will help give a damage increase to the person I'm linked with if I can hit a stun with that kiss onto an enemy player. So I'm walking with the Willix. If I can hit the stun on Cabrakan for a few moments, a Willix will have a additional damage increase. So it's great to use it on characters who are doing a lot of damage. The other thing is, it can help some of the squishier characters who have a harder time getting in and staying alive to have a little bit more of an opportunity to do so. Just being very aware right now, I'm noticing our Ares doesn't seem like he's been engaged very much. I'm gonna have to come back here. Oh. Link up with that Ares here. Now you notice my number 2. What that does is it is actually a circular damaging ability, like Anubis just did there. But the issue with that, the issue and the difference is that, all right, let's go ahead and grab her, give her some damage, give her some health. So you can stay in the fight, and see, that's the difference. Now, instead of her retreating, we have a 4-man presence here against their 1, 2, 3-man, right? And so that's going to be a difference. What I want to do, unfortunately, the issue there is I linked with Scylla, and that's one of the issues I have with Aphrodite, and the way that she is played. Not her play, but just the way her abilities worked for targeting. I'll tell you why. It's a huge issue for me. Say you have a ton of people there, and you're linked, okay? The key is I'm trying to consistently switch between who I'm linking and also who I'm stunning. The problem is when you're in those big team fights, your stun will often get mistaken for another link. So the person you want to stun right here, my Willix is in the way. If I hit it, I'm just going to link with a Willix, and I'll have another cooldown before I can actually stun somebody again. Now that's an issue, and that's not allowing me to be as effective as I want to be. So Smite, if you're listening, if you're watching these videos, one of the things I'd love to see is a better way of being able to have kind of a additional check. Not check. I don't know if check is the right word. Just an additional way, or a different way of being able to figure out who I'm targeting a little bit more accurately, so that I'm not accidentally targeting my teammates when I'm really going for a stun. Because that can make the difference between being able to stop a counter initiative and you know, just being kind of screwed. As you can see, a lot of characters, one of the reasons Aphrodite is so good in my opinion is because you have a character like Cabrakan, and oh wow, look, and I'll show you in a second. Look, he's gonna start that. Oh boy, oh my goodness. Now there's so many things just happened there. Basically what happened was Cabrakan started to slam the ground. So I shot my stun at him. Of course, it got intercepted by one of my teammates. And then I was lost for my stun. He kept slamming, and then I was still caught in the slow. I tried to backpedal, but unfortunately I lost too much health there. But putting myself at a disadvantage when I initially and should have been able to put Cabrakan at a disadvantage is something I think should be fixed, because it's not my intention, and I think that should be able to be clear. You know, it should be about skill. I think positioning is important, but I've often seen the link adjust. Oftentimes so it's a good thing I was linked with her at the time. Oh, it was a good knockback. Man, I think she's dead. I think I got the kill. Yeah. Alright, let's hook up with Jablanque here. Let's get a little bit of health. Now, of course, no, he doesn't want it. Ugh. Moved out of my way. Okay. Now, one of the things Smite does, I think, to be helpful is they make it a little bit easier for your link to land if you're shooting at a friendly enemy, right? Now, yeah, I think that's important. But the issue is... Yes. Yes. Now, the reason I did that by myself was because I knew that if I could attract her into fighting a little bit longer, I could bait her at a very high level. Now, I need to get out because I have no... But I have a stun, so let's see what I can do. There we go. Now, that's the stun I was looking for. And that should be the killing blow. And we got it. I'm so happy you're getting our health back. And now we can chase this. We can absolutely chase this. Unless they want to just give this up. And I'm getting some stacks on my Warlock Sash, which is great. And we're going to be able to get some more items here. So let's start moving into one of my items that isn't on the popular list, but that I really like for her, which is the Gem of Isolation. I think this item is very nice with the continual ticks of damage her number 3 provides. And so I like to pick that up on her. One of the things I would say is always try to... Yeah, he needed that because he was gone, man. Always try to let's see here. Link up with somebody. That movement speed is critical. Just whether you're escaping or you're going to attack, just having that extra 20% movement speed at a certain point is huge. It's like almost having a 2/3 of a speed buff. So that's very important. You can have that at all times. The enemy team has agreed to surrender. Wow. So we really took them to it that game. So unfortunately, we don't have a full game here. But and I didn't even get to cover all of her abilities, which stinks. So what I'm going to do, guys, is actually turn this into a grab bag. I'm going to let everybody watch this, and obviously the beginning says it's a Smite guide, but this is really going to be a grab bag. This is not going to be the official guide for Aphrodite because I want to give you guys a full game. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I'll upload this so you guys have some more gameplay to check out, but I'm definitely going to do a full guide on Aphrodite. Or maybe just a part 2. Maybe this is just a part 1, and then we'll go into part 2. I actually think that's probably a better plan. So consider this a part 1 for the Aphrodite guide, and consider part 2 coming up in the near future so we can finish a game and enjoy all this. Thanks so much, guys. If you like the content, please click subscribe, share with your friends, comment in the comment section below, and give a like, a thumbs up if you did appreciate it, and any of the crazy wackiness that was going on today and any of the information. Thanks so much for being a part of Rain Day Gaming, guys. I'm Rain Day. As always, never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you next time.